Welcome to the Embarrassed by Night podcast. This is Andy Van. I'm Fred Lay. This is the podcast hosted by two balding Vietnamese-American comedians.
I'm balding less. I started Keeps recently. This is brought to you by Keeps.
This is the first episode. We're trying to figure out what this show is and whether people even really want to watch it and listen to it.
Yeah, and we suspect no, but we'll see what happens.
This is the show about Vietnamese-American topics, Vietnamese-American culture, and beyond.
Beyond?
Beyond.
That's the interesting part. Vietnamese-American topics, Vietnamese-American culture. When we get to the beyond, you just wait, ladies and gentlemen.
Because I think we only have like three. We're trying to figure out topics for this show, and we're like, ooh, we don't really know anything about.
Yeah, each other either.
Yeah. So this will be very interesting.
Yeah.
Andy and I are planning our next Embarrassed by Night show. If you don't know Embarrassed by Night, it is a celebration of Vietnamese culture put on by some of the best Vietnamese-American comics in the game right now.
Absolutely.
Our next one is going to be for Tet, Vietnamese New Year.
Yeah, end of January. Check it out. We're going to lock down the date and the venue very soon. But stay posted. Follow us on Embarrassed by Night on Instagram. And also follow us individually. We're gonna put should we put the names, your name, like right here and right here?
Yeah,
right
there. But it got us thinking about that, reminiscing about that. Andy, you've been involved in San Jose's Vietnamese-American community.
Yeah, absolutely. I was involved in the Boy Scouts, Vietnamese Boy Scouts. The church.
But you were involved in these things, which means that we probably crossed paths at the fairgrounds.
Probably, yeah.
For that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Did you like perform in anything?
I did some line dancing.
Of course, we all did a little bit of line dancing.
We all dabbled in line dancing.
Dabbled in line dancing.
If you were a young man involved in any kind of Vietnamese stuff in San Jose, you definitely been under one of those lines.
Yeah. One of those.
At some point.
Yeah. My brother started his own line dance club at UC Davis. He started the UC Davis Line Dance Club.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like he took what other people would just do as a hobby, and he really went with it, which is good. I think that's good. It's embarrassing for me because I just do things, and almost always I do things, and they always like fade away. Like I stop doing them. I never see things through.
Yeah. Is this the farthest you've ever followed through on an idea?
Yeah, recording this
is setting up.
Yeah, this is the farthest I followed through with a friendship. It's crazy.
Going.
Yeah.
Well, we're almost done. Yeah. What kind of stuff did you do? What do you always do at Hoi Chat that?
We were in Boy Scouts, so our troop, I believe, sold pandan waffles.
What is that?
The green waffles.
Oh, the green waffles?
Yeah.
I didn't know that they were called pandan.
I never liked them, actually. I never liked them, but I sold the shit out of them. Did you perform or do anything?
Did some martial arts.
Oh, shit. Were you in... What's that
Vo Vietnam?
Yeah.
No, I was in Viet Thai Cuk, which was like a Vietnamese offshoot of Taekwondo.
Huh.
It's a little bit more fluid than Taekwondo.
Well,
but we still had like...
Do it again?
It's a little bit more fluid.
Oh, beautiful.
Than Taekwondo. We had stances that were named after animals.
Oh, what was your favorite one?
Horse.
Of course, horse. What was a horse stance like?
It's a little kind of like this.
Oh shit! That's good.
It's got a little bit of this. No, there's one. There's like this one. I think that one was.
Is the face part of it? The strain.
Yeah, the strain.
You went.
It's always about the strain. That was actually so we. There was always every year there was a Taekwondo tournament, and I got to enter it as a red belt. And for my division, it was me and then another homie that went to a different martial arts school, but I did scouts with.
Yeah.
And he would tell me about like how hard he and his group trained.
Yeah.
And so there were two. So it was just me and him. Yeah. So it was gold medal and silver medal. Yeah,
wow.
Like guaranteed silver,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And we went head to head on sparring, and we went head to head on forms. And forms was like my favorite part of martial arts because I just loved like showing off and like performing. It was like cheerleading for me.
Yeah.
And I didn't give a fuck about sparring, so he whipped my ass. in that. I got the gold, but I got the gold in this
Oh yeah, I can tell. That's
yelling.
yeah. I remember watching those tournaments in the hall, right? Like there was a big hall.
Yeah,
At the county fairgrounds.
There would be the martial arts one day, and then there would be a ping pong tournament the other day. And
Really?
I
don't remember that.
I entered the ping pong tournament.
You get wrecked?
I got wrecked. Dude. I didn't even bring. I brought my like horrible like Big Five paddle.
Yeah.
My friends just like signed me up because it was our Boy Scout troop that was running the ping pong tournament.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna sign up. And then I got owned completely.
Yeah. By your boy.
They almost disqualified me because my fucking paddle was too beat up.
What?
Yeah, I brought my paddle from home, and these people were like professional ping pong players. They were like putting together the paddle like at the thing.
That's crazy. They're putting together. They were building their paddles on site.
Yeah, that's how.
That's insane.
That's pro ping pong shit.
It's actually called table tennis.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, that's
why you lost.
Yep. I don't know if I would have I would have the audacity to do something like that. Like just
now?
sign up for a professional ping pong tournament.
Well,
like, what a fucking shithead.
Yeah. Well, also like, if they're letting anyone sign up, it can't be that professional. If they're letting kids sign up for the fuck of it.
It was because I had an in. It was because it was my Boy Scout troop that was running it.
I mean, that can't be like certified by the.
Yeah, they didn't check my credentials.
By the U.S. Ping Pong Association, USPPA.
I wasted a lot of people's time that day. I think I got like 1 point off the guy, and the guy was going like really easy on me. So.
How old were you?
Probably like 15.
28.
15, 16. Yeah, I was 28. I shouldn't have been near those children.
Like legally?
Yeah. I can't believe they let me. I loved I loved shopping for bootleg CDs.
That was the shit. I was about to say that. I got so many trance CDs.
Yeah, so many
in middle
trance
school.
CDs.
Yeah. A lot of Serena Paris. Listen to a lot of Serena Paris. Remember Serena Paris?
Oh yeah.
Just about enough.
Those were like perfectly bootlegged CDs too. They looked just shitty enough.
Yeah.
That you'd be like, okay, this is totally a bootleg. Like they look like bootleg Pokemon cards. Just someone
would print out. Someone had a color printer at home. Prints out and cut out the CD. The square to put in like those cheap thin CD cases.
Yeah, I got into it. I used to do that too. I was inspired by.
You burn CDs?
Yeah, I would put together my these trance compilations and sell them for $5.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
dude, you're a fucking hustler.
I made little labels too.
Really?
Yeah,
that's legit.
The
dude.
series was called Fifi's in a Trance.
Volume 1, shit.
Volume 2. Yeah.
It's possible I could have bought one of your CDs, bro.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
I never followed through. I didn't make like a full compilation, but I did two Fifis into Trances.
Wow. It's my brother and I used to buy those CDs. I mean, that's fascinating. You're part of the culture.
I couldn't name a single techno or trance DJ now, except Serena Paris.
Yeah, is she still around?
I mean, we're uttering her name.
Yeah, there's 2 deaths, right?
With true reverence. What? She died?
No. I'm saying.
Oh.
The phrase you die 2 times when you die, and then when someone last utters your name, she's still alive, even if she might also still be alive.
I mean, I totally believe that if she died in a car accident, that just sounds like somebody who would be dead.
Yeah, like
Serena Paris. Yeah, like Trish Tweetrang.
That's not her name.
Yeah, what was her name?
I don't know.
The lady who played... Oh no, she died again.
We don't know her name.
Oh no.
She died again.
Yellow Ranger. She pops up on my Instagram feed a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
For some reason, Instagram thinks that I really like Power Rangers. I mean, I will just go through
constantly.
I will look at Power Rangers costumes and stuff on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah. What kind of stuff do you get on your IG feed?
Oh, this is mostly comedy.
Okay. You get a lot of horny stuff.
Tits and comedy. I don't get a lot of tits actually. I don't look at tits on Instagram. I don't look at tits in the mirror.
Okay.
And on pornographic websites.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that there's a time and a place for things, and it's proper. I can't look at tits on Instagram. I don't know why. It just doesn't turn me on.
I live alone and I have a weird job anyway, so I'll just perv out on Instagram. It's fine. Yeah, I don't just completely shamelessly.
It doesn't do anything for me. I have no judgment, obviously, but it's just I need the nipples. I need the pornographic the. I don't need it. Need is strong, but in order to get going, to stoke the horniness, I need the explicit stuff, I guess.
Well, I'm surprised that it didn't take that long to start talking about porn.
Yeah. What are we in? Like maybe 5 minutes?
13 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not bad. Yeah.
That's not bad.
We were able to hold it together for 13 minutes.
For this to devolve into where it's going to every time.
I get those. I get basketball sneakers a lot.
You buy kicks a lot?
Not even really.
Oh. You browse.
Yeah, I'll look at Jordans forever.
Nice.
It's a weird. I like waste so much fucking time.
Let's unpack this.
I'm just
Are you okay?
I'm just looking at shit that I don't intend to buy at all. Like IG has got me by the nuts. Like I even have the timer on, so it'll say like
you've been on this for
a while. I'll be like, no.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
I use that switch every day. I use it disable for today. I use that every single day.
That's really sad, man.
Yeah, I need something else to like look at.
Oh, if you're happy. Okay. Well.
Nope.
Should I buy you? The thing is, like, I can't even buy you Jordans. Like, if I buy you Jordans, you're gonna keep looking. It won't like take away your screen time. You still look, right?
Yeah, I do have. I did buy another pair of Iversons, and they're in.
You bought Iversons?
They're coming in the mail. Yeah. But I have a very special connection to Iverson. Those were like Iverson was my favorite basketball player growing up.
Yeah.
And the questions, specifically the questions,
nice.
Those shoes are like the best shoe I've ever. I remember in 6th grade I got the blue suede toe questions in low.
Yeah.
And they totally changed my personality.
How were you like shy before? Then you.
Yeah, I started talking with a little bit of a. With a little bit of a swagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the point where there was one kid, this skater, Anthony, was like, those shoes are giving you too much confidence. I remember him telling me that specifically. I think that was racist. I think that came from a racist place.
You could have been more confident, but you got shut down.
I was a short Asian kid with glasses. He's not used to seeing somebody like that with talking the way that I was talking.
What were you talking? You're just saying the N-word a lot?
No.
A little bit?
No, I was thinking it.
Constantly. As long as you don't say it.
No, I watched a lot of BET back in the day.
You ever stuff your shoes?
No, what is that?
You put socks on the tongue of your shoe, so it's like a puffy.
Ugh.
I did that.
Like to give it the Osiris look?
Yeah.
No, I just had Osiris's.
Wow. Way too much confidence, bro, when you're wearing those Osirises.
Yeah. They were. I think they were my sister's, and I just took them.
Wow.
I did that a lot.
You took your.
My sister had some heat back in the day. She had the Jason Kidds, the flights with the jewel. She had those. I wore those a couple times. She had the crazy Kobe's.
Like bricks.
I would take
like bricks. Yeah.
I would take those every once in a while, and she had the Osiris's.
Osiris's were. I mean, I wanted to fit in with all the white kids in middle school, so I wanted to get skate shoes. I got a van. I got a lot of Vans. That's what's the cheapest skate shoe at Big Five. Big
Five was the kind like they had name brand shoes, but they had the ugliest possible name brand. Like the Nikes that they sold were just like it's like $39 shoes.
I didn't understand aesthetics at the time. Like I still really don't get it. I just like go with whatever people say could look good. I don't know.
Okay.
What I think looks cool doesn't look cool to people usually. I think this is the coolest I've felt in my whole life.
Wow.
This is the peak cool. Like this outfit is it's like for me, I feel fucking cool. I feel confident in this.
Yeah, a little bit too confident.
Yeah. And like this is my questions. But Big Five, my parents were very cheap, right? So we were only allowed to spend like $20 on shoes max.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah. So when I played basketball in middle school, we got Shaquille O'Neal's shoes.
Oh, nice.
The logo where he's like hanging off the rim
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Yeah, it's and it was shiny. It was fucking shiny. It was like this bright white ass shoes with Shaquille O'Neal like hanging, and they were so bright. And I was the worst player by far on the team. I was just the shittiest.
At least you made the team.
I think it was no cut.
Oh, there's no cuts.
Yeah, I think it was no cut in middle school.
Our middle school team was very competitive.
Really?
Yeah. The guy who ran the team was like this probably 26-year-old dude who really thought he was the shit. And like would hang out with ex-students.
Oof.
Yeah, like that kind of energy. That guy and also the badminton coaches at our high school were like that too.
No one should be hanging out with high school kids.
They were like hanging out. They were like partying with the high schoolers. It was pretty pathetic. But anyways, I remember specifically when I was in 7th or 8th grade, I felt uncomfortable playing shirts versus skins. He made us do shirts versus skins. And I went up to the other PE teacher. I was like, "Hey, can you tell Rich like I don't feel very comfortable with shirts and skins. So if I get picked, can you make me shirts?" And he said, "Okay." And then I got singled out to play skins. Yeah.
Wow.
He fucking bullied me.
Wow.
Yeah. I have not forgotten that because I remember he was picking the guys, and then he made eye contact with me. He's like, "You."
Oh shit.
Yeah. He bullied me.
Holy shit. And what happened? What'd you do?
And then I just took my shirt off when I played.
Damn.
But
you were not comfortable.
I was not comfortable, but whatever.
Are you comfortable now?
Yeah. I actually prefer to be shirtless.
To the next episode, Shirts and Skins.
Okay.
Let's do it. I'm gonna bully you.
Well, we need to actually have a competition.
So you can drink more. Loser ass. Counting shots. Oh, fuck, it's so bad. We're back. Embarrassed by night.
I don't even think we're gonna have been gone because I think we'll just edit it straight into.
Yeah. Can we leave this in?
Yeah. We are back. We are twice as drunk as when we last saw us.
Oh man, imagine like we keep cutting and in each cut we get more and more sauce.
Because our hair is fucked up by the end.
I love you, man. You know I love you.
You're never gonna get that drunk, bro.
If I ever tell you I love you, Fred, I want you to take it sincerely, okay?
I'm gonna be like, oh shit, he's got a disease. He's gonna die soon.
Oh my god, they finally told him he has diabetes.
Diabetes. I feel like if you got diabetes, you might not find out until it's like time to lose a foot.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very good with setting up appointments.
You strike me as somebody who's not very responsible.
Yeah, I pay way too much for a finasteride right now.
How much are you paying?
It was like $30 a month.
Okay. Just go get a prescription from your doctor.
I had to make an appointment with the doctor. Okay. I don't want this to be part of it. We'll keep it, but like we're gonna stop this here. My medical.
What kind of insurance?
Yeah, my medical history and my medical profile is not going on. Not yet. Let them earn it. They got to stick around a couple more episodes, right? We gotta let them fucking earn it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, I bet you.
Yeah.
We were talking about pets. Did you have an animal that had a Vietnamese name?
You know what? No Vietnamese names for our animals. But we never had any like dogs or cats. We had fish and birds.
Okay.
My parents are very low responsibility people, I think.
Yeah, I didn't have like really any animals. We had a dog for a hot minute and then it ran away. Yeah, we were not like very well equipped to take care of animals.
Yeah, I don't think Vietnamese in our culture, we don't keep pets.
We had chickens.
Oh, sick.
We had chickens for some fucking reason. Like
I love chickens, bro.
My dad just like brought home chickens one time, and we just like let them. We were such an annoying immigrant family in the Sun Belt, California.
It's annoying, but
we let these chickens just run around.
Yeah.
And I remember one of our neighbors like ran over one of the chicks, and he was like fucking pissed. He's like, "Why are there chickens loose in Silicon Valley?" He was so mad. And like thinking back on it, like it was like really that was really
from his point of view, yeah. But I would love more farm animals in suburbs. I think that's great. I think having chickens in your backyard is awesome. Eggs and like.
We didn't have them in our backyard though. We just let them loose.
I know. Yeah, that's different.
It was very irresponsible.
It's like Vietnam. I like that.
As a family of immigrants that are trying to like blend in, we did not.
You didn't try.
We did not try to.
I'm sure they tried a little bit, but that's. I mean, free. Yeah, it has free range chickens. That's kind of cool.
We didn't eat their eggs or anything. We just had them.
Oh, really?
There, yeah. I don't know the purpose of them.
Yeah, pets don't need a purpose.
They weren't even like our pets. Like we didn't even like them. They were just. I don't know. I sincerely don't know why we had chickens.
You guys don't even like them?
I don't think we give them names. We just like had chickens.
You guys didn't use them for any purpose, and you guys didn't like them. You guys just had chickens, nameless chickens running around.
Yeah.
That's really funny, man.
Neighbors running them over and shit.
They're like, why the fuck are there chickens out here in Sunnyvale? And then you're sitting there like, yes, why? Yes, why?
Another thing.
Even your parents are like, yeah, why? You're right. Why do we have chickens? We agree with you. We're just as mad. We're just as mad that you're running them over.
Mystery chickens. Another weird thing that my parents like just let us do in Sunnyvale. Like, I remember I had this bike that didn't have brakes on it. And then like thinking back, like, why did you let us play with this bike? Why did you let me on this bike that had no brakes?
Yeah.
One time I was going down the street and then the my next door neighbor, who was white, like just parked his car, and he was sticking out of the sidewalk a little bit because his driveway didn't fit that many cars or whatever. And I'm coming down, and I see him get out of his car, and he's like, no. And I hit his fucking car on the bike, because my bike has no brakes. And I just, like, land on his trunk. I go, oh, sorry. And I could just tell he's like, why doesn't your bike have brakes?
Is this the same neighbor that ran over the chicken? Because that's fucking funny.
No, that was another one. But we were just like oblivious.
Yeah, you should have.
My family, we didn't care about being.
These are essentially fresh off the boat stories.
Yeah. Except for I was born in America, so we just were kind of reckless, I guess.
It's not reckless. It's just.
Oh, you don't think a bike with no brakes is reckless?
I mean, it's not smart.
They might have taken the brakes off, actually.
That's reckless. That's reckless. Yeah, that would be reckless.
Like, he should know what it's like.
The inevitability of inertia.
Yeah, give him a physics lesson.
So you have a cat now.
I have a cat now. I have a Vietnamese cat. I found her at the Reunification Palace in District 1 of Saigon. And I was playing tennis one night.
How long were you in Vietnam for?
I was in Saigon for about 8 months or 10 months. I was supposed to be there for a year, but I broke my lease to move back to LA because I was over it.
You're over being in Vietnam? Or?
I was over Saigon.
Okay.
I found it was a little difficult to make friends out there as compared to Hanoi.
Huh. So you went back to Hanoi?
No, so I went back to America.
Oh, but you were in Hanoi before.
Mm-hmm. So I have this. I got this cat at the Reunification Palace. Little mangy little shit. She was just yelling. She was just meowing at us, and I guess like the cats choose their humans.
Yeah.
Or at least like strays. So this cat chose me.
Yeah.
And I fed it, and now she's fat.
You brought her back to America.
I brought her back to America, and I had to buy a seat on the plane on Asia Airlines, I think.
Uh-huh.
It was one of the few airlines that would allow me to buy a seat for my cat.
How much are the tickets?
It's $1,400.
$1,400 one way for a cat?
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was for my seat and the cat seat. It was $1,400 to go back to America.
Damn.
Yeah, it was so expensive, and then like $200 for like the paperwork and the
Jesus
shots
Christ.
and the microchip and shit.
How did you have to do that when you landed?
No, I did that before I left.
That's crazy. Can't you just get someone to like fake the papers?
No, I like to be legit.
I know. It's right for
How
how
does your-
legit you are.
Like your mind just goes, I bet you could do that cheaper.
Yeah.
I bet you could do that cheaper.
Yeah.
It's just paperwork.
Yeah.
What is paperwork to a Vietnamese?
What is paperwork to a Vietnamese immigrant, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Vietnamese man in general, I'm sure. There's like a lot of back channels.
Just a couple hoops that you need to hop over.
We have printers.
Yeah. We have printers. We have pens.
Yeah. I don't understand why you just wouldn't do it cheaper. I don't get it. But, you do you, obviously.
I like to kind of curb the spread of infectious diseases via cat. So I think it would be...
Look, what are the chances
I think it
that
would be
your cat starts a rabies epidemic? Come on.
a rabies epidemic. No, I'd like to not have rabies.
Are you vaccinated against? Are we vaccinated against rabies?
I think so. No, actually, if you come in contact with like a raccoon, you're supposed to go immediately to the emergency room and get a rabies shot.
Huh.
Yeah, so we're not vaccinated against rabies.
That's
Actually,
like
it's
what that's like not being vaccinated against rabies. It's like riding a bike with no brakes.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
pretty reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't believe they let me do that.
that's crazy.
That-
You remember what kind of car your neighbor had?
Just some shit sedan. Some shit sedan that
Dude, you know what I miss? Fucking Acura Integras.
I had an Integra.
You had Integra, dude. You were the
94.
You were the probably the coolest motherfucker with your fucking
Not
cool
as a kid. I didn't
shoes.
have. I drove it around in my late 20s. 94, a red 94 Integra.
Oh hell yeah, bro!
Yeah.
Those Integras were the shit, bro. That was the coolest car. Integras and I really liked. I mean, like MR2s, right? But I really liked the Lexus IS 300 specifically.
Yeah, IS 300.
Yeah.
Those didn't come in manual though.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't care. I just like the look.
With the shift knob that had the that aluminum ball.
Yeah.
Those are sick. Yeah. Altezza.
Altezza?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's the Toyota.
Yeah.
So in Japan it was called an Altezza.
It's
A
a
Toyota Altezza. Over here it's a Lexus IS 300.
really.
Altezza's a sick name though, huh?
Altezza's a sick ass name for that car. Yeah.
Dude, I really want to go to hot import nights. I want to
No.
do ecstasy and go to hot import nights.
I would totally get high into that.
Yeah.
Ecstasy, I might enjoy it too much. And I don't want to be the guy who enjoys hot import nights too much.
Oh, dude, it's like a total nostalgia thing now.
Yeah.
Like-
How old do you think? He's like people with like in like canes and shit.
No, it's probably our age, 40s. People in their 40s.
Yeah. We're not in our 40s.
Yeah, but we could be.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm in my 40s at all. Today I do. I'm hungover as fuck, but
Yeah, I would love to go to hot import nights and see all of the aged import models.
You could,
Speaking of though, Kyla Yu keeps popping up on my Instagram feed.
who is that?
Import model.
Oh yeah, I don't know any import models. You know more import models than I do.
Okay, yeah.
You ever get
She
those-
pivoted. So there are a couple
She
import
pivoted.
models. I mean, Aiko Tanaka is a former import model.
She's also a porn star, right?
Aiko?
No.
No, she's a stand-up comic.
Oh my god, I'm doing a show with her this week.
Aiko Tanaka,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm doing a show with her on
She's
Thursday.
she's
Jesus.
a former import model.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then she pivoted to stand-up.
And she pivoted to stand up. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm going to find out on Thursday. I've never met her, but I'm doing a show with her on Thursday.
Kyla Yu. So Kyla Yu was also. I know way too much about import models.
No,
I realize.
not enough. Not enough.
So she Aiko and Kyla Yu were in Tokyo Drift
Oh,
together.
shit.
They were two of the girls. Ready, set though.
Oh, yeah. I gotta watch that.
Which is why I bring up Kyla Yu, because she's popping up on my feed all the time. She pivoted to journalism, or she says that she's a journalist. Does a lot of
That's what journalists would say.
does a lot of where are they now? So People from like the early 2000s Asian import scene.
Yeah.
She does Where Are They Now?
Really?
Reels. Yeah, it's
kinda
totally
cool.
like I'm totally the target audience.
Asian American dudes in their 30s.
Like, where are they now?
Does she have an audience?
Yeah.
What do I watch, man? I don't even know. I don't even know what I watch these days. I watch a lot of live stand-up. Fuck, I'm boring, bro.
Just a lot of live stand-up. I
like watching theater. I like watching theater and shit. It's kind of...
On your Instagram?
On my Instagram, I'm watching my friend's shit. It gets really depressing.
Your friends' stand-up reels?
Yeah. Some of them aren't good. They're not good comics. Some of them aren't good comics.
Name all of them.
I won't do that. You know who you are. Dude, I want some bone real.
Yeah, I haven't eaten very well today.
Let's pause real quick, yeah? Yeah, I would hella get some y'all food.
Like what?
Like,
fried fish skin?
Yeah. Salad. Like the...
Goy?
Yeah, like goy. And then, like, curried goat.
I don't think that's Nyao food, is it? Anything that you have to eat with a fork is not Nyao food.
No, but you can pick it up with the shrimp chips.
Oh, shit. Curried goat?
Yeah.
I've never had that.
I don't know what it is. There's a bunch of shit. It's like, I can't even, I don't have the name. We're going to do some research. We get the names of them. Blood with the sesame seed and there's like basil.
How have I never had any of these delicious sounding foods?
Maybe your parents weren't alcoholics. Like my parents were just having this, just constantly drinking Heineken.
Yeah, my parents did not drink at all.
Yeah, my parents were drinkers, so that's probably why. But all my friends too growing up, I rediscovered it with them. It wasn't just my parents. My parents, and then I was like, oh shit, I remember this from like back in the day.
Damn.
They would have these gatherings, and after we usually pray or talk about God or some shit, and then afterwards they would just, it was sick. My parents are very social people.
I wish my parents were. They were more of just like every once in a while somebody would come over, and then my dad would lecture them for like hours.
Your dad's a lecturer?
Oh, he's a rambler for sure. I remember one time, this is going to sound like a sad story, but it's not that sad, I'm fine. But
at a stand-up show, this would get an awe.
This is what?
This would get an awe, not a laugh, right?
Yeah.
I'll laugh, but yeah.
There was one time that I said something that really pissed off my dad. I was just being a shithead kid.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna hit you. And he made it. He brought Roy a thing to hit me with, and he sat me down. And he talked for like 2 hours.
Oh, no.
That was like worse than getting hit. Just listening and repeat himself over and over and over. He said, I cannot forgive you. There's no way that I could forgive you.
What did you say? You said maybe the communists were right?
I really wanted to, yeah. He rambled for like 2 hours, and I was like...
Just hit me.
He's saying the same thing over and over and over again.
Just
hit me, dog. Let's end this. I'm not even exaggerating. It was 2 hours of
holy shit. That's so funny.
Just repeating the same shit over and over.
That's so funny. You know why? It's actually out of love, right? He couldn't bring himself to hit you.
I don't know.
He wanted to teach you.
No, I think I just think he was a teacher.
I nailed it.
He was an English language teacher.
I nailed it.
I think he really liked that. He liked to bestow knowledge on people, and maybe too much to the point where he's just fucking repeating himself.
Most people probably indulge when they have that like inkling, right?
Yeah, teachers are annoying.
Teachers are annoying.
You were a teacher.
I was a teacher, yeah.
Did you ever beat the shit out of one of your students at the end of one of your lectures?
No, I just lectured for 2 hours. Mr. Nguyen, the bell rang. You just fucking you leave when I tell you to leave. You're not dismissed by the bell. You're dismissed by me. God, we'd say stuff like that, and mean it, and we'd mean it. We'd like unironically, fuck those kids.
What kinds of power moves did you pull when you were a teacher?
Oh, there's classroom management techniques that you can employ. Just like you need a lot of patience, obviously, right? You can't just like fly off the handle at every little thing because there's 36 kids in there. These schools are overpacked. Like they're just like shoulder to shoulder almost, right? And so there's 36 kids in there. Some classrooms have 40 out there, and so like you can't just immediately react. You have to like let go of some things. You let go. You know what it boils down to? You let go of stuff from the kids you like. If the kids doing well and they're smart and they're getting A's, if they're disruptive to a certain point, I mean, I can let it go.
I was one of those kids that teachers would let shit slide.
Yeah, me too. I think that's why I do it. I did it. I would probably. I mean, I only did it for 2 years, right? So I would change it. Not even a full 2 years. One of those was an intern year. So.
Oh, I thought you quit in the middle of the school year.
I did. I didn't quit. I was long-term subbing, and I just didn't take the next assignment. And I moved to LA instead.
Oh, wow.
I moved to LA in like February 1st.
This was, you were at San Diego?
Yeah, I was in San Diego, and I was teaching there long-term subbing, like 1 month assignments, pretty much.
Damn.
Which was great.
Were you open micing at that time?
I had done 1 or 2 open mics, but I didn't really hit the mics until I moved to LA, 6 months into moving to LA.
Did you invite any of your fellow teachers to go see you do stand-up?
I did a show in San Diego this past Thursday, and they didn't go to the show, but I hung out with them afterwards.
I'm talking about when you first started.
Oh, before? No, not the stand-up, but I was doing sketch, and then there were some sketch shows that they came to.
The first time I ever did stand-up outside of school was I went to Rooster Tea Feathers. You know Rooster Tea?
Oh, in Sunnyvale, yeah.
I signed up for the Rooster Tea Feathers amateur comedy competition.
How was that?
And well, I also was 19 at the time, so I didn't have anybody that could like attend the show. So I went to my old high school and I asked a couple teachers like, "Do you want to come see me do stand-up?"
Oh.
So Miss Trout, my English teacher, and Miss Yang, who was the a cappella advisor.
You're quite the performer, huh?
Yeah, dude, a cappella, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. We should start a Vietnamese a cappella quartet.
I already know it's going to sound horrible.
It's going to be so good. It'd be so fun.
So they
said goodbye to me tonight, there would still be music left to right.
Okay. No, that won't work because you're a bass and I'm also a bass.
An all bass?
Yeah,
Vietnamese quartet? That's so funny, bro. Come on. All of it. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. So they came and saw me do just like 19-year-old do stand up.
Yeah.
Which
did you kill?
Second place, bro.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah. Brent Weinbach was the
Brent Weinbach?
featured performer.
Oh, I thought it meant he won first. Cause like that's losing to Brent Weinbach is not a bad thing at that age.
No, Brent. That was the first time I ever saw Brent.
He's funny as fuck.
He blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, he's doing fucking Street Fighter references.
Yeah.
And shit. It was just so. It was hilarious. That's why, like,
It's 20 years ago.
I always have that connection to like Brent Weinbach.
Yeah, there's certain comics that they think differently, just in that gray area where everything they say and the way they think is so funny. Yeah, it's very. There's a couple comics like Brad Wenzel. I saw him like 8 months ago, and then he just told this joke about like, fuck, I forgot what it was about, but it just like I was like, oh, I've never thought of doing comedy like that before. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Cool. I love the vagueness of your anecdote.
Yeah.
This is gonna be great for the podcast.
Yeah, we're cutting this whole shop talk down. Fuck this shit, bro. What are we talking about? Oh, my dad's jokes.
Oh yeah, holy shit, that was like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Tell me about your dad's jokes.
Your parents weren't social people, right? So that's what the nhậu food is crazy because that's something my parents did a lot, and then my friends did it when in my 20s. When we started drinking and hanging out more, my friends started doing the same shit.
Did you hang out with like mostly Vietnamese people when you were in your 20s?
In my early 20s through my mid 20s, yeah, and then I moved to SoCal.
Homies from Boy Scouts. I don't keep
Boy Scouts
in touch with homies from Boy Scouts.
Church, not Boy Scouts anymore, but church. My church friends, because I was involved in the church too. I was like a catechism teacher or whatever. And then I kind of grew out of it. I left, and I was like, God doesn't exist. No. There's no way God exists. There's no way. It's cool. It's great. It's great that we have community.
Yeah, that's how I look at all of the stuff that I was involved with. Like,
yeah,
even if I don't really give a shit about martial arts.
It's so important to have community, and I think that's part of the reason why people like hold on to the flag, because for them they lose a country. Like they need the symbol is so represents pretty much what they feel is all they have of the Vietnam that they love, right? Like that's why. I mean, it's easy for us, and I pretty much agree with it logically. I agree with you to let go of that symbolism of the three-stripe flag. But like, dude, it's if it's the only thing keeping you alive, like that's so sad, right? It's like there's a sadness to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It is very, very sad. But my thing is, and this is like a big theme of the documentary that I'm working on, is that why does it have to be so sad?
50 years ago, you didn't
Vietnam's
live
a happy ass country, man.
Yeah.
People are happy over there.
But there's sadnesses too.
I grew up hearing things like, I wish you could really see what true suffering is in Vietnam one day.
Vietnamese parents are the most fucking dramatic.
They're so dramatic.
They're so dramatic.
So
It's
dramatic.
so funny though. I think it's really funny. My dad is so. That rings so true to me. Like our parents saying shit like that. It's like we just took it in stride. You probably took it to heart a lot. I started laughing at it, really just like thinking it's the best. I want more of it. I think it's so ridiculous. My dad been like,
It's
yeah,
like comedy goldmine.
I think so.
Oh,
I think
like-
it's so fun. It's because it's rooted in truth, right? Which I love the idea of truth. And then like because our lives are good here now, we can laugh at that because our lives are good. My parents can be like. My dad once came back from Vietnam, right? He visited for the first time. He saw his family, his extended family. He came. I mean, he's so dramatic. He's like half a step short of like a fucking red carpet or some shit. But like really humble. I don't know. He's a weird. My dad's a weird dude.
Wait, get to the point. What?
The point is this: he came back from that trip visiting family, and he goes, "Kong, look, this trip taught me a lot. But it's stuff that I've been saying for a long time. Like, so it didn't teach you. You had always known this, so you didn't learn anything. It's like anyway. So when it comes to family, Kong, only your family will pick you up off the street if you die. Okay, only the family will take your body off the street." I'm like, Dad, we live in Santa Clara. Like, what streets are you talking about? You know, that advice does not apply to me here. Like, it's just insane. Only family will pick your bodies off the streets of what, Homestead in San Tomas? Like, what are you talking about, dude? That's crazy.
This trip really gave me perspective on what my corpse will experience.
It's like if you die in the street, only your cousin will take your body. I'm like, what happened? Did you go? What happened when you were?
What did you see, Dad?
Jesus Christ! Did you just relive the entire war? Fucking A, dude. But I think it's
That's
so
bananas.
Fun. It's insane. And then I told him, I was like, but we're good now. And he goes, yes. We're good now, but you never know. I'm like, damn, dude, that's some PTSD shit. You
will die in the street.
Yeah,
you will die on the street.
Yeah, you will die on Calaveras, Park Victoria.
And you better know if a cousin is nearby, because he is the only one.
Yeah,
that is licensed
to pick
up your body.
He has the credentials to pick up your body. Only family will have the credentials. But I mean, it's shit like that. Like, I think it's fun. But my dad's a very, very dramatic man. My mom is too in her own way. But my dad is like, it's more evident to me. It's really funny.
Yeah, that's definitely that's a classic Vietnamese.
Yeah,
parent thing.
We're so dramatic, man. It makes sense. The war. I mean, it makes sense. I think Vietnamese parents in Vietnam are just as dramatic. Is it like embedded in our culture, or is it because of the war?
I don't know. Are they? Are they just as dramatic?
Probably.
I will say, well, okay, I'm pretty cool with my one aunt who's very racist, but
does she hate other Vietnamese people?
No, she's just said some horrible things.
Like Nguyen Hue?
No, no, just people of different skin colors. where you go like, what the fuck did you just say?
Is it mostly dark skin or is it like all
It's
skin?
dark skin. She thinks that people who have dark skin are lesser.
Yeah, it's just hilarious, right? I hilariously like.
It's hilarious in that I know that she's like harmless.
Yeah.
She's just some fucking.
It's so stupid
shit
to
Asian
think
lady.
that just because someone's skin, the nature of their biology is different, like they're inferior. That's like it's so bananas to me.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
I mean, it's refreshing hearing you because you think that it's like hilarious. But
Yeah.
I go like, what the fuck is wrong with these?
Oh
people?
yeah, it's terrible. It's the worst thing. I wish nobody thought like that. But it's so stupid. It's like so stupid.
It's so stupid that you just
Yeah.
have no choice but to laugh at it.
Fucking A, I can't believe you think like that. Dude, what era do we live in, bro? Like we're recording this with these lights. Like this is like, like the technology in this. We didn't set up the backlights.
What are you talking about?
We didn't set up the fucking backlights.
Oh yeah, we didn't set up the backlights. We gotta have them out or else we'll forget to use them.
So much time. We're 45 minutes into this shit, dude.
Alright, should we set them up?
Yeah, let's set them up, bro.
Well, this is the end of the podcast. Andy has gone and made himself a nice bowl of ramen, and he refuses to put that away. So I guess that's the conclusion of the first episode of the Embarrassed by Night podcast. I hope you enjoyed. Not sure how much we're going to leave in and how much we're going to keep. Probably cut all of it, to be honest.
That was good.
You talking about the ramen?
The podcast.